Have you seen Perplexity has changed the rules and most users don't know it? Matter of fact, right now, you're in a whole different world as there. I just yesterday, I downgraded from Perplexity Pro, paying $20 a month, down to the free program. Not because I'm cheap. Nope, it is. It's because the rules have changed and I can't afford to break them. I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, if you're using Perplexity right now to create content for your business, you may already be violating their terms of service right now, today, and you don't even know it. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you what's going on, what you want to do, and how to do it. I've done certain things as of yesterday that are changing me, and I want to talk with you about this because you've got to look at what's going on. Perplexity has changed something, and that is that you can now only use this in the free program, the pro program. Those are the two programs that this particularly affects. I've been using the pro program, as I mentioned, $20 a month, but now if you're using that program, you are not allowed to use it for business. It is for personal and non-commercial work. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at this. So here I am on Perplexity right now, right here, and you'll recognize a tool that I have loved and really enjoy using, but look at this. This is what appears in their terms of service. I got this right from them on Perplexity's official terms of service page under the section Rights We Grant You. The key language is, and get this, we hereby permit you to use the services for your personal non-commercial use only, provided that you comply with these terms of connection with all use. Now look at what they say again, goes on here. This clause appears, section 5.1, right to use services and the terms of service. It goes on to specify that any software, content, or materials made available as part of the services are provided under a personal, non-assignable, non-sublicensable, there's a word for you, non-transferable, non-exclusive license, again reinforcing that the default license is for personal use, not general commercial exploitation. Well, that is a whole different thing than what you and I have seen before and how things would work and what we would be used to. It is quite different, but there's some ways that you can work around it, and there are some options where you could use Perplexity for this. I want to get into all of those to give you as a content creator how it works. Hi, I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and what we do is we help people to learn how to use tools for business and, hey, to make money with it. We believe there strongly in you getting out and making money peacefully, doing it without initiation of force or coercion, non-aggression principle, we like to say, and be able to do this in a way that is going to help others. So I want to show you some of the ways that you can do it, and this is going to help you. This is not a doom and gloomer, and I'm not a hater. I love Perplexity. I thought it's great. I still think it's great. I just disagree with this, and because of that, we had to leave. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, like I said, I am a user of Perplexity and many other options as well. We do a lot of instruction on AI, how people can use it. So like many of you, we create courses, we have membership programs, we do consulting, coaching, those kind of things. I've been a professional speaker now for, well, it's about 43 years, so traveling around the world, 44 countries right now and counting, bouncing here and there. But we use tools like this, and what you want to do is you got to make a personal decision. This is for you. I made a decision for me. This might apply to you as well. You got to find out what it means. So it means that when they say you can use it for personal use only, that means, let's say you wanted to check on some medical information or some facts about history or something like that. You could use Perplexity, great tool for the research that it does. It does a fabulous job of that. However, the challenge is that as of January 23rd, 2026, they tightened it even more. They said that, hey, you can only use it for personal, non-commercial use only. And that's the exact language. This applies to the free and the pro tiers. Now, if you want to get it for a more expensive price, you can do that at the commercial, the enterprise level, and you would get those, and that's something you can do. But keep in mind, this is on the paid version, $20. You still cannot use that in the way that you would think so. And what you need to do, some of the things that are natural, is you give attribution. Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm a journalist by training and by practice, having been in that. I think you definitely attribute it. It's like if you go to the library. Remember those things called libraries, which I still go to and love. You can go there, look at a book, you say, oh, I like this quote here. Get the quote, but give attribution. Say it's from this book, by this author, etc. These are the appropriate things. Taking small excerpts, that's done a lot. You want to make sure that you're using that in a big way, and that will help. Now, if you're using the enterprise, like their Pro Max thing, you're able to use that, but it's a separate contract at a higher cost. So you're going to have to look into the numbers on that. They change occasionally, but take a look at what it is for you. But if you're an entrepreneur, and you're making money from this with your content, maybe with some videos or a newsletter that you're sending out, consulting, the things I talked about, even the $20 a month does not give you that capability under the plans they have. So there's a gray area. Now you could use it some. I was doing a lot of conversations with Perplexity on this, going back and forth, chatting, typing in by that, not a real person, but with Perplexity. I'm talking to them and said, okay, but you can use this if you don't do it for that, and you could start here and do that. Well, that's okay, but what you got to do is you've got to make sure that you're sure. Because I am no lawyer. I am not offering any legal advice here. Matter of fact, the only recommendation I would give as a layperson to a layperson is make sure you see a lawyer. Okay, and that's just not any legal advice, but see a real legal person, went to law school, passed the bar exam, those kind of things that are really important. And they will be able to tell you if you can do it. Because last time I checked, I don't know, Your Honor, is not a real good explanation. I didn't know that, Your Honor, is not a good explanation when you're at a court of law. You want something that's there. As I mentioned before in some of my videos, the Russians have a saying where they say, "Doverai, no proverai." Trust but verify. What you want to do is trust that you are following what's there. This is a great research tool, but it can be a bad contract for business. And you could see both of these being true. Even though it is a great research tool, it can be really bad there. Because you want to look at what you could do is go with their full enterprise version. Check into the pricing for that, for whatever would be right for you. They have a couple of different levels, and you'll find that's there. So no commercial use is involved here. You can't do that. You've got to make sure that what you're doing is in line with their way of doing things. But it's not the same way across the field. There are others that are out there that let you own the output when you're doing it. Like, for instance, if you look at ChatGPT, ChatGPT explicitly says you are permitted to use this for commercial use even on the free plan. Hey, ChatGPT is a great tool to have, and I use that as well. I've got their Pro plan or whatever they call it. I keep forgetting their names. They change them around throughout the different LLMs that are there. But I use that $20 a month. I think that's very reasonable, and they have some other options that look really good that we're looking at and considering. Google Gemini has some good things there. You can use it, and they say that it has commercial image, and you'll be able to use that very well for content also. So you can do that on Google's Gemini. If you're using Grok, love Grok, really good, gives you real good access on things, you will own the outputs there. That's specifically what they say. So commercial use is permitted when you're using that. And what I did just yesterday is not only did I drop Perplexity, but I also added, for $20 a month, Claude. Claude does a great job, and we'll get some videos on that if you'd like. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to have some videos on that or other tools. Just let us know, because we want to help you on that. I'm using it, and by the way, really blown away with the good things that I get. But I find what we want to do today is not use just one tool. Think of yourself, as I often say, you want to look at yourself as a creative conductor, like a conductor in the orchestra. The conductor knows how to bring in the horns when that's appropriate, or when to bring in the stringed instruments, the violins, or maybe a little bit more on percussion right now, but let's hold off on the clarinets right now and then bring them in right here at this other point. You want to do that in your work, so you'll know what to do, and having a couple of different tools can really help you. I have found there is no one perfect LLM. Even if it were, the others would jump in quickly. They're watching each other and seeing what it's like. I recommend to have at least 2, maybe 3. I'm using several that suit the needs for what we're doing. Cast Magic, using Taja. Each of these give us tools for different purposes. We love Grok, Grok. Grok is good. As I often like to say, I'm Terry Brock, and I like to say you want to grok with Brock. Be able to get in there and have some fun. I kind of like that. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But you want to look at this. So I would say don't rely on only one program. You want to go in and use that. And then when you do get the information, absolutely, as I've said, you want to cite and give attribution to where you got that. By the way, that's not only the right thing, in many ways, the legal thing to do, the moral thing to do, but hey, it gives you extra credibility. It shows you went out and you did the research. Now, here's how we do it in the world of AI. They might give you lots and lots of them, like tens of dozens of them, hundreds of them you could get of different sources. The ones that look good to you, look at those, read it, and reference it. Don't just say, oh, here it is. Look at it and reference it. Know what it's like. And then build your stack. Build the stack of tools that you can use working with those. Study the terms of service, look at what they are, and check with your communities. One of the things you want to do in today's world, don't try to do this as a lone ranger. You want to be involved in groups. Now, I'm saying we can have a group, you can be on your own working, yes, as Sam Altman of OpenAI, the people that gave us ChatGPT, has said, we're very close to having a business that is valued at $1 billion with a B, $1 billion, one employee, one solo proprietor working there, and lots of little bots doing it. So it's interesting. There's a lot we can do on that. So I would say Perplexity, it's a wonderful tool. I love it. It's impressive in its research capability. It has great options. And if you're willing to step up to their enterprise level and pay the money for that, because, hey, this is business, then I would say go for it. I love their product. I can't say anything negative about the product itself. It's the terms of service. And if anyone's from Perplexity is watching this, get in touch with me. I'd love to chat with you about this, because this is coming from someone who loves you, but is so hurt it's time to step aside, stepping back to the free program rather than the paid program, just because we've got to do that. But I think you can see there's a lot of capability involved in all of this, and that we are getting a chance to help people. I don't want you bumping into a problem later on where you say, hey, I should have known about this. I wish I would have watched Terry's video beforehand. No, this is the time to find out what's right, what is it that works for you, and how you can make it happen and work for you in a real beneficial, profit-making way. And we've got some ways that we can help you. One of the ways that we can help you is if you subscribe, you're going to be able to get more information. Yes, that'll help us, and we would love it. It'd mean the world to us if you would like this, share it and subscribe it, so you learn about Perplexity here, but many others too. Gina Carr and I, Gina, my partner and fiance, and we work together here at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. And you can use that, and we've got some tools for you here that we want to make available. AI Tools for Biz.com is the way to get that. If you're listening to this and you're not watching the video part of it, it's AI Tools, the number 4, BIZ.com. If you're catching it on video, hey, right above me, there's a QR code, so you can take a look at that. We give training there for you and for your people, no charge whatsoever. Let you get a chance to get some real value, use it a lot. It's our way of saying we like that, and also to say, hey, here's what we can do. Perhaps we could help you in some of our other programs. Get to know us. We'd love to help you on that. So the key is Perplexity, great program. Their terms of service concerns me, and I would trust that you would look into the capabilities. And there's a lot of great programs. I'm going to show you how to use some over here, like Notebook LM. Really good in this next video here. I'm Terry Brock. I will look forward to hearing from you. Leave a note in the comments below. Wherever you're getting this, let us know. And if you got some objections or things that are concerning you, let us know, and I will look forward to hearing from you.